Impossible, impossible.
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and we'll see Dalvin Cook. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Giants and the Cowboys, and it's all up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dak going to start out going to the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
This finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Myles Garrett, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Throwing, Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, This is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Bringing them out in his 8th year out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Jameis now on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity, and he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys beat the Browns that year in '66. And a tradition was born and has only grown in love and passion over the years. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On third down, Winston. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking a fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962. They sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jameis to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Cook up the gut. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Touchdown, Giants! DeAndre Hopkins. 42 yards. And the Giants are able to move back in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The Cowboys at 500, sitting at 5-5. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The first down throw for Winston. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They go play action. Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Play fake. Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboys Cowboy touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys have now moved out in front. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So then a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York set to take the field.
Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Cook now off the read option.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Holding, offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Prescott's throw is on target to Likely.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up second down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Prescott off play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Prescott yet again. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Winston escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
First down, Winston. And that's complete to McCaffrey.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Winston now to throw on first down.
That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second and 5.
Play action now, Winston. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Got his man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. Just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up, the other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime, plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wondered, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
fields it right around the goal line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Throwing, Winston. Again, it's Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now Winston on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And New York set to take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw caught here by Dulcich. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Open man, here is Cobb. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Koo now for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
makes the score Giants.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
23 yards on the play.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
What's the deal, y'all?
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year.
And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
The point after is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throws on target to Duvernay. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The
free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Prescott swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On third down, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to swell the lead to 6. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On play action, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you got to take care of the ball.
Throwing on second down, Prescott, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Samson Abukum, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times. And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter. And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Jameis now on first down. He's got the connection to Moore. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive. No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway. Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Elijah Moore, 38 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 5 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that whole conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Prescott now from the 50. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there